Hello everyone and welcome back. It's that time of League again where we build a new character. I'm going for Storm Burst Trickster that deals cold damage. Well, and a little bit of lightning for shock.
Is it
And I'll leave that
possible
chest
to
because
murder
it'll slow me
someone
down
who's
and it'll also
already
equip.
dead?
So we've attached a movement skill to T so that I can keep running while I put my skill gems in, which should help me get to end quickly. The idea is to really do this as quickly as possible. I've got as many of the gems I need early so that I don't need to stop in town. I haven't got any of the later gems, just the really early ones, like that you would get from side areas like Onslaught, things like that. So it's not going to be that quick because I still have to use the vendors to get the normal sort of low-level skill gems. And I've also got some a full set of leveling gear and something that currently escapes me.
Low on mana. It's nice not being dead yet.
Full set of leveling gear and what?
You finally got the big one.
Quicksilver flasks. Always important. Okay, so some people log out there. I'm not that. I don't go to that degree for spells. Or for leveling quickly even. I don't even know what I'm saying. Talking and speaking.
Lionel's watch isn't much.
Oh, talking and speaking? Running and speaking, playing the game and speaking is something I'm just not used to, and I really need to get used to it. It's just bizarre that I can't do it. I can talk while I'm gaming, but when I'm trying to string sentences together that are sort of my thoughts at the time, it seems to stop me functioning properly, which is really odd. But one day I'll be able to do it, and you won't even know that I'm sounding like a moron. It'll just be natural. Grab these flasks. Can't use these yet, but we can use them very soon. Now, because I'm doing cold conversion, I was clever enough to buy a Call of the Brotherhood. We will be using it as soon as we get to level 20. Grab these skill gems as well, because we're going to use them soon-ish. And that should be good, I think, to start going. I didn't sell anything, which could be problematic.
The furnace down at the slaughterhouse. Yes, that's what this.
So in this area, we're not going
like.
to kill anything. We're just going to move as quickly as possible towards the exit. Unless, of course, something's going to stop me moving. And that's in the wrong button. Let's remap that. I don't want to die to her this early. I think I've even gone the wrong way. This is going so well already. We are 3 minutes in and I haven't got to the next area. Okay, waypoint. Now we're not going to do this side area on the right. We would normally do that second anyway, but we're going to this area. We're going to get the little shell things to open up the side areas. I haven't assigned a skill point yet because that will slow me down. I really don't want to be slowed down. However, we've got some blue stuff to kill, which we will always kill. Level our skill up. Okay, for here we're looking for exclamation marks. They're normally in a triangle. There's one. There's two. So hopefully the third one is... Right, so the other thing you should do,
I'm
which...
by how much this place wants me dead.
Completely... Oh, no, it's that way. Remap your attack key to something like movement, because then you won't stop and hit things with your wands when you don't want to. Which is pretty much all the time, because if you stop, you'll end up getting stuck and die. Especially early on when you can't phase through anything. And also it just slows you down, having to do it. So that's all the shells now. At least I think it is. There's the exit with the exclamation mark. That top exit's false positive. It goes to a side area we don't want to run yet. Okay, so we did get the gear that I wanted. I'm not going mental. Okay, so in this area, I'm going to keep running because we don't want to go back to town yet. Because we're not level 4, we might go back to town slightly earlier. I normally run to prison and then go back, but because I want to get to level 4 and use the gems, we probably are going to... It's really hard to run around and try and map your fast and try and avoid stuff. But it can be done when you get used to it. I'm just not very good at it yet. But I do try and do it as much as I can, just to save those odd seconds. Again, we're only going for blue stuff. And I just popped the flask. I didn't want to... This is going so well. Just get out of my way, please. Okay, there's the exit. So we are going to try running and try and switch as many of these skills on as we can. But your character doesn't stop running when you activate that screen. It only stops running when it gets your click points. So as long as you can keep... As long as you can set off fairly far away and then change the skills, you should be absolutely fine. Now the commentary here is mostly going to be around the plans for the character, but also how I sort of approach Act 1. Now that side area we skipped, we do get a Quicksilver flask from there, so we would normally do that. It's just as we got Quicksilvers, and we've also got Onslaught, which you also get as a special reward for that. We don't need it. You see Onslaught's proc, that's that little circle that was spinning around me. So we are going to go back to town now, because we should have reached Act 4. And we're going to get some stuff. Mainly it's going to be Orb of Storms. That, and that.
I've travelled inland on the Emperor.
Get rid of... Don't get rid of that stuff. Get rid of... Put that back in. That. We'll keep that dagger in. Put that in for speed. The only reason I'm using that, I don't get anything from it at this point. It's just for speed.
There's an island. I hope skipping away.
So we're going to go straight back now to the ledge. And I'm going to put in these... I forgot something. I'm an idiot.
Hello.
Frost bomb. Onslaught. Orb of Storms. Movement. Okay.
Goodbye.
That's better. Okay, so the idea here is we want to get that to that, that to that. Hit our movement flasks. Okay, so why am I using Frost Bomb? Because it has the ability to lower people's cold resistance, and then your movement skill does cold damage. Ooh. Nice early thing. Yeah, so it lowers their resistances, so your movement skill will kill them, and if it doesn't, the explosion from Frost Bomb will kill them. So it's just a passive way of getting skill flask back, flask charges back without having to stop. Which is why the Witch is so nice to level up. You can see the cold drop. The cold resistance drop makes a big difference to their survivability. So we are killing them very, very quickly compared to how we would do it normally. Let's stop and kill these blue things.
Low on mine.
And you'll see there a little cold jump worked. Of him jumping on our heads. I'm not picking up rare or magic items because I don't need the currency that I would normally need. But if you are playing at the start of a league, you definitely want to pick those up.
Prison's a child's playhouse compared to this.
Okay, so normally here I go back. I'm not going to do it because we already went back twice by me forgetting something and the fact that we hit level 4 and we didn't have to go to the side area. So up here, all we need to do is find the exit. First time. It's nice. Which is good, really, because we've been running for like 10 minutes and I'm not as far along as I would have thought I would be. This is pretty much the same. Find the exit and get to the next stage. I've had some success with finding it in the bottom right. So obviously, it's not going to happen every time because these are random areas. Or randomly generated areas. Procedurally generated areas that are a certain degree of change. I'll grab that large mana flask, it could come in useful. So, I'm not really sure where the exit will be if it's not there. Not that way. And there's the exit. So not too bad. Top left again.
Curious. It moves like
Just
a
need
killer,
a moment
yet
to
reeks
catch
of-
my breath.
I was going to switch out my mana flask, but I'm not going to do it because then I'll have empty charges when I come to fight Brutus at the end of this area. So in this area, if you're stuck for where to go, follow the blood on the floor so you can see it sort of snakes through. The blood will take you to the exit. So when you get to a point where you've got a choice like left and right just there, the blood is the way to go. So I'm going to try and use some passive skills as we just run around him in the normal anti-early boss killing fashion. And I'm out of mana. Try not to get hit by him. It's not a major issue. Wow, that is, because they hurt. Now, once we start using a lightning skill, Orb of Storms becomes quite important because it does damage, but when we cast lightning skill within it, it increases the damage of the either the Orb of Storms or the weapon itself, which is quite useful against bosses. And he is down.
Big
We'll grab
just
these.
means more places to stick
log
a
out.
blade.
Now, once we kill Brutus, I think we get our next tier movement skill. We are going to take Flame Dash.
The Warden's
And we're also going to take Clarity. So let's buy Clarity
farewell.
from him, and then let's
That
buy
sounds
Flame Dash from this one. And we'll also get Lightning to help power up Orb of Storms because it's on offer. Flame Dash, come on, what do you look like? Flame Dash, there you are. Can't use it to like level 10. And now that we cleared that blade out, we can sell that. Sell that. And I got one of those already, so we can sell
Take care.
that. Straight back out to Prisoner's Gate. Okay, I just had a horrible vision that I hadn't started recording this run, which would have been really silly. I actually restarted this character numerous times because I forgot to start the timer and all kinds of things. I'm also going to try and edit this video as little as possible, just so you don't get you don't miss anything that I meant to convey because I accidentally cut it. And what I found with my heist videos was I tried to cut those to keep them a minimal size, and some people actually wanted to really see the run, so I don't want to make an assumption about what you want to see, so I'm just going to show you as much as possible. And let me know if it's too much, let me know if you prefer edited or not, because I'm happy to do either way. I think for new characters it's probably good to see the whole run. But for the more experienced characters, they probably don't care very much. They probably care more about the skills I'm picking. I shouldn't really kill rares. Now, notice that I'm freezing him solid. That's what I'm trying to achieve with the skill I'm going to use. Now, there's also another good reason to use the skill I'm using and make it cold. And that is that when it's cold, I can use Herald of
usually
Ice
the one making the ghosts.
to
Someone's
freeze and
been
explode
busy.
people. I always get these. I probably don't need to right now, but it's habit. Because they're like a targeted elk. And if you've seen my crafting video, you'll know what that is. We do want that waypoint, because we're going to have to come back. That was a bit of a mistake.
Low on mana.
I'm out of mana, that's why I can't fire at anything. Should have picked that up sooner. So here we're looking for a little entrance into a sort of the hull of a boat, and it's there. We go through here to get the thing for the pirate Fairgraves, and it gets us a skill book. Now this place is a nightmare to get through. I always get it wrong. You'll see how much damage that movement skill actually does. Gonna go this way, it's probably wrong. Yep. I need to sort that flask out. It'll be the last exit I try, I'm
I'm
sure.
so good at this, I scare myself.
Maybe not. We're not going to fight anything in here, we're just going to grab it all out of his little trap. Back to ship graveyard, and then we're going to run up across the sort of top of the arena here. Because the door is pretty much always on the top right of the arena. And we've refreshed a flask, which is always nice. Okay, so the question is here, do we need to go back? I'm thinking we probably don't. We are going to put this into a slot. Can't use any of these yet. Can use Flame Dash. I'm going to use Flame Dash in an alternate skill. Because I do want to still maintain the damage from this skill. I used the wrong skill there. I should use Frost Bomb.
Just need a moment
Not
to
actually
catch
doing the
my
damage.
breath.
Am I hitting them properly? Helps if I'm not on hold down. I wonder actually if the fire skill does more damage. And we have a Rogue Exile, which we're going to kill. Because they can drop nice rares. Again, not really useful here because I've got leveling gear, which is pretty much going to outperform any rare. But if this is your first character in the league, always good to have currency. Can we jump across there? Yep, we can. That's going to save us some nice time. Sorry about that noise, I just hit the mic stand. And if I don't edit, if I actually find that didn't make a sound, I'll probably edit out my voice instead for apologising for something that didn't happen. But you'll never know that happened, because all you'll see is me talking without actually making a sound. Now the other thing to note about running through maps, even if you're pretty good at running through maps, See, this video doesn't really appeal to you. You might want to leave it running in the background because I may just come up with something you haven't heard before. It's unlikely, but it could happen. That's what I tend to do when I'm watching YouTube videos. I watch them in the background.
This is love's true face.
Especially if they're long ones. I watch them in the background, so if anything interesting happens, I know about it. I treat it more like radio, really. I'm like a little puppy that just wants noise in the background. I don't think anyone who knows me would refer to me as a little puppy.
Low on mana.
I'm out of mana again. Oh, my flask's out. I swapped fast, didn't I? Okay, we're gonna use slow stuff to try and level up manually. Because we have got, I don't want to go back. We have got, what's it called? Clarity. Which gives us faster mana regen at the expense of some mana reservation. Nope. Oh, missed her. And she's down. Well, her first phase is down. There's another phase coming. Our flasks have recharged now. Now she throws quite a bit of damage out. Most of it's cold, so if you have a cold defense ring, the fight will be a lot easier. Now I've got gold rim, which gives us some nice tri-resists. So I shouldn't have a problem with cold, and she's down. We're gonna
My
grab
first dance with a lady of
nothing because I'm full.
Maybe she let herself go.
Okay, through here as quickly as possible.
Oh, forest. Death has too many damned places to hide.
I'm actually going to use the R key because I've got more charges of that to move faster. I think I might actually drop the cold damage now. I think it's done enough, and I probably want to switch to Storm Burst soon. Okay, we are at Act 2. Play time should be slightly less than the timer, 22 minutes 9 seconds. Okay.
I am Groot.
I'm going to stop the timer, sell some stuff, get this video to you guys, and then I will come back later and continue leveling so that I have more content for you. Again, I'm trying to work out what works best for you as an audience, so any feedback you can give me on what you like or dislike with regards to the videos I'm doing, please do let me know. It will really help me focus my efforts. I am going to make the episode 2 of the crafting, and I am going to make the new build guide for my Blade Vortex, because I've changed it an awful lot. There's a comment and a new paste bin on the old video for anyone who's running that. And with that, all that's left to do is to thank you very much for watching.
Going?
Well, no, actually, there's something else to do. I didn't want to do that. Oh, let's go back to Act 1. We forgot something. Act 1, Ship Graveyard. I hope this area probably hasn't despawned. It takes 10 to 15 minutes and we finish quickly. Bear Graves. Now, they've changed this fight, and I don't like the new one. It keeps you locked in too long. It used to be lots of spirits would now fly out and try and kill you, but I've just realised I stopped the timer, so this isn't counting. It will count when I so each time I finish an act, I'm going to reset the timer based on the time it took to finish. So at the end of Act 2, once I rerun the timer, we should start to see it reflect reality a little more.
I almost feel sorry for you, Fairgraves. Dying twice.
So once you got this skill gem,
Glad you made it back.
We
Stay
don't go to
safe.
her at all. Go to Act 1 and we go and talk to Bestial.
Quite the lad.
Bestial.
Fairgraves was a good.
It will give us a skill book. Okay, so we are going back to Act 2 because that's where this video is going to end. And that was the... What is wrong with me? Okay, Act 2. We're done. Thanks everyone for watching. Catch you next time.